I wanted to talk about this idea of role-playing as therapy. It's something that we see talked about on this fake place called Twitter, especially in the new crowd with the sparkle trolls. So let me get this straight right away. If you show up to a role-playing game table thinking this will be therapeutic for you, you are being a jerk. It's a game. People are there to have fun. It's not group therapy. It's a game. So unless you have explicitly agreed with the people you're going to play with that the goal of those sessions will be therapeutic, they are not. Don't bring your mental health issue to the table. If you cannot leave your mental health issue behind when you join a social activity, don't join said activity. You do need therapy session, not gaming session. And I'm not saying that to hate on people struggling with mental health, quite the opposite. I'm saying that if your mental health is so crippling that it becomes like front and center of who you are, and you cannot put it aside for a couple hours to game with friends, seek help. Which lead me to tell you about the sponsor of this video. That's a joke. I don't have any sponsor, and I don't see why any company would associate with me. Maybe if you're a vendor of the losing agent. Anyway, it's true that roleplay can be used in therapy, especially by a hack therapist. It could be a way to bring someone to consider the perspective of someone else, or to get ready for a stressful situation. But this is a very different exercise than engaging in a role-playing game, where we are in a fantastical scenery and we roll dice to figure out the outcome of action. Demanding that your GM be your therapist is insane. I guess that's fitting. But that being said, RPG can contribute to your personal growth, of course, like any other social activity or sports. But when you get there and you do stuff and you interact with people, you will experience some growth. And this is especially true when you get into the hobby as a young man. It can teach you to get out of your shell, to play nice with others. It can help develop your reading skill, or in my case, I've learned English reading RPG books. But a lot of those things should mostly happen when you're a lad. Maybe you never really came out of your shell all the way to adulthood, and maybe you could still develop playing RPGs. Hopefully, if you can do it with friends who care for you and know that's what you're trying to do. But in general, once you are grown as men, you should have outgrown the RPGs as tool for personal growth. Now they are entertainment. And they can be a great way to keep a group of friends together. Something you can do together, you put on your schedule and you make time for. Which is something that we often lose when we become adults. Like, life gets in the way and there's always something to step on your hobby time, unless you specifically make time for them. But the growth you can get from RPGs, you should already have gained in RPGs or elsewhere. We see a lot of adults nowadays who are in a state of arrested development. And we stop as a society of making functioning adults. And I guess we have to deal with that in the hobby. And maybe I am too in a state of arrested development since I like playing games. I don't know, maybe that qualify. But I don't look at my game as a way to develop basic human skills. Game can be good to keep your brain active if you are into those kind of games that makes you think. But they're not a way to grow as a human once you're past like your 20s, you know? Anyway, that's what I want to talk about today. I'm tired of seeing this idea of D&D having therapeutical quality. It doesn't. Or not more than any other social activity or sport. If you're depressed or in a bad spot in life, get out of your ass and do something. It doesn't really matter what. But yeah, if you get out of your house and you become more active, you stop watching porn, you stop binge watching TV, get out a bit, go in nature, build something, lift some weight, it will make you feel better. And yes, joining an RPG group can do it as well. But it has nothing to do with the fact that it's a role-playing game. So stop treating RPGs as therapy. Now send this video to the weirdos making this claim that D&D is therapy. And thank you for watching. Have a good day and take care.